Hello and welcome. My name is Joseph Harris and I'm a student at Grand Canyon University. Today I will be presenting from the class Concepts of Human Physiology 1 under the superb direction of Dr. John Tasson. And today's topic will be insulin and glucagon. And I'm very excited to share information with you regarding this topic. Alrighty, so let's dive on in. So the questions pose, what is insulin? And what is the role of insulin? Well, first and foremost, insulin is indeed a hormone. And insulin is a hormone that naturally occurs. And insulin is made by the pancreas in the body, and it helps the body uh, to utilize sugar as a source of energy. However, if the pancreas is not functioning in a proper manner, the pancreas may not produce the insulin that is needed to control blood sugars, which could lead to certain things called diabetes. And diabetes occurs when the body does not produce a sufficient amount of insulin, or if the body does not even use the insulin in the correct form. We're also going to note today that insulin transports glucose from the blood into multiple cells throughout the human body. And without enough insulin, glucose cannot enter cells. It will build up inside the blood, which would cause certain conditions, and one condition in particular known as hyperglycemia. The next question states, what are bodily conditions of insulin? Well, a plethora of conditions exist that embrace the ability to affect the production of the body's production and releasing or discharging of insulin, and they include gestational diabetes, prediabetes, type 1 diabetes, type 2 diabetes, and also metabolic syndrome, additionally. Well, gestational diabetes occurs and it begins during a pregnancy. Prediabetes occurs when the body has a certain or has a resistance to insulin. However, the blood sugar levels do not reach a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes when a person is of the stage of being a pre-diabetic. Furthermore, there are two types of diabetes, type 1 and also type 2. The difference is in type 1 diabetes, the pancreas does not create insulin, or the pancreas does not produce a sufficient amount of insulin to control blood sugar. Furthermore, with type 2 diabetes, this occurs when the pancreas does not produce, once again, a sufficient supply of insulin, or if the body cannot use the insulin simply as it needs to in certain aspects. And last but not least, for right now, we have what we call the metabolic syndrome. And this is also known as insulin resistance syndrome. And this increases the risk of diabetes and also increases the risk of heart disease. The resistance of insulin entails that the cells in the body cannot properly use glucose from the blood simply as a source of energy, simply as needed in certain aspects. The next question, it reads, how is insulin taken? And what are the side effects of insulin? I'm glad you asked. Well, insulin may be taken depending on the needs and the lifestyles of the person, what have you. And a person may give themselves a shot with an insulin pen or even a vial and also a syringe. A person may obtain or receive doses of insulin through an insulin pump, in which a pump would attach to the body with a very, very small catheter under the skin in which the insulin would be delivered. In addition, a person could inhale insulin in the form of a specific powder. Furthermore, or moreover, possible side effects of insulin, they do exist, and they may include weight gain. That they may include a low blood sugar, also known as or referred to as hypoglycemia. Also, a possible side effect of insulin could possibly be swelling, lumps, or itching at the site of the injection. Alrighty, and as we somewhat switch gears a bit, so once again, the topic for this presentation deal with insulin and also glucagon simply as well. So the first question, the questions rather, they read, what is glucagon and what is the function of glucagon? Well, glucagon is classified as a natural hormone. And the body uses a glucagon with other hormones and also functions of the body to control glucose levels within the blood. And glucagon is very, prevalent because it prevents blood sugar from going too low. And in our body, we have alpha cells. And alpha cells in the pancreas, they produce glucagon and they discharge the glucagon in response to a drop. If a person, does, rigorous exercising, fasting for a long period of time, from meals that are rich in protein or a drop in blood sugar and also more. And we're also going to know that the body regulates blood glucose with insulin and also glucagon. And when blood glucose levels are low, hypoglycemia could possibly occur. And during a hypoglycemia, the pancreas will release more glucagon. And glucagon has the ability and capability to stimulate or trigger the liver to convert glycogen into a form that is usable for releasing within the bloodstream. We're also going to note at this time that glucagon allows the body to produce glucose from multiple sources such as amino acids, in which there are 20 of. And also going to take away of right now that glucose embraces the capability to prevent the liver from taking in and storing glucose in order for glucose to remain simply in the blood as well. So therefore we know that glucose is also very, very, very important. The next question poses, what conditions are related to issues with glucagon? Well, issues with glucagon outside of diabetes are not very common. However, issues they do exist. And glucagon functions may be affected by cirrhosis of the liver, pancreatitis, or glucagonoma. And we're going to start today with cirrhosis of the liver. And cirrhosis of the liver is known as the late stage liver disease, in which the healthy liver tissue is replaced with scar tissue. And this is very important to note because scar tissue, it keeps the liver from functioning in a proper way. Furthermore, it has the potential scar tissue has the potential to keep glucagon from properly functioning within the body. We're also going to note the next term or our next specific issue that can occur with glucagon is going to be glucagonoma, and this is extremely rare. And this is an extremely rare tumor of the pancreas that discharges excessive amounts of glucagon. And this specific side effect issue, glucagonoma, it causes weight loss. It may cause a skin rash. And furthermore, it may cause anemia. It may even be a symptom or a sign of mild diabetes and also more. And we're also going to discuss the pancreatitis. And with this specific issue, this deals with complications. And a person with pancreatitis will experience complications such as damaging of cells that create glucagon and also insulin. And also, this lack of insulin could also result in diabetes with the alignment simply of pancreatitis, respectfully. And last but not least, for this presentation, we're going to discuss the signs of low blood sugar and also signs of high blood sugar as well. And we'll start today with low blood sugar. And low blood sugar is often classified as hypoglycemia. And signs that low blood sugar or hypoglycemia, is amid would be hunger, pale skin, numbness in the face. If a person is shaking or trembling, having a feeling of weakness, experiencing a rapid, fast heartbeat, or even dizziness. And with the symptoms that were mentioned, it's important if a person has those specific symptoms, it's important to consume foods such as carbohydrates or even sugar in order to fully treat the hypoglycemia to raise blood sugar levels. And the next topic we're going to discuss is high blood sugar, those signs. In other words, also known as hyperglycemia. And a person with high blood sugar may experience blurred vision, the feelingness of fatigue. They may even experience a certain head or a headache. May experience a slow healing of cuts or sores, frequent yeast infections, increased hunger, or even thirst. And also, a person with high blood sugar could also experience unexplained weight loss as well. I do thank you for this opportunity um, to present on insulin and glucagon. I hope that you learned. I hope that you possibly expanded your knowledge. Thank you again. This is the end. If you have any concerns or questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you again, and I wish you all well.